They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check nickel, 57, 57 color, 57 color. Page 3, 218.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Tennessee.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We won it. Hey, Ripple is. Check.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got tape. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 57. Mike 55, Mike 55. Wild Bill. Scott, motion.
And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown.
That's a good shot.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now it's Mahomes again. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Yellow. I've got Check.
first down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I don't need to. All right, go, little lady. Me and you all day. Hey, 15. Right side.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On first down, Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, watch quick.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Now Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So. Flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Ready? 180. Express. Hey, let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So a field goal try here on fourth down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though. Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Closer. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yellow! On the little lady!
On second down, it's White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow!
6-man. Check girls. Line 55. Go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, 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 hey. 57.
Back to throw, Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's White. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Check, check, check.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
He wasn't ready.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Yellow.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching your five. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught at the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check 3, Tremaine. 61, matchbox, right.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Titans 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
57's the mic, rock 57.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. With it is Brown. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great. Check. Crunch.
Here's Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
8. Come on, express.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the slip.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14 to 10. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I got it. I got you. You're all mine.
What is it?
Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Third and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns... how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Check 4. 43.
Topper.
Come back.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Small. No. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Here we go.
Check the rib lift.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 57. Push him back.
Hey, Delta.
57's the Mike. Watch the
Now Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I don't need to. Let's go on, ladies.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
15.
Let's make these babies cry. General, fast. Check.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. I'll go on, 80.
55 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They keep it on the ground. White again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 4. We got 4.
5. 5.
13. Watch 13. Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw again. Dalton. It's caught. Beckham. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
50, Mike 50.
Come on, dude. That's up.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. He finds Beckham complete. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
368.
50.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 26-yard line.
This will be Dalton again. Got a man. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
368.
At the Titans' 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Guys, it's game situation.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receiver.
And he loses the football a second time.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check 55, Mike. Go.
Attack, attack.
Check Mike. Watch it decline. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow.
Charlie.
To throw is Mahomes. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are in the field?
On 1st down, White. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Slam.
Hey, Ripple is.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And his throw here's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
15.
You can't block me. He's checking. Crash. Deuce. Hey, alert 3.
Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
57's right. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Defense, let's go. Hey, check Mike 57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. There it comes. There it comes. Check, check. Go back. Go back. We got motion. We got motion. Back up. Back up.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
24. Here we go. Hey, 7.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Move. Watch the slant. Hey, exit. 57's right.
All right, here's Dalton. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hot. Lead. Nice.
I got you, boy.
Hands up.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here we go.
Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Titans
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.